Hello and welcome to this week's midweek podcast. This week we're going to be looking at sleep, and I want to give you 5 tips for a good night's sleep. And this is going to follow up on Sunday with a deep sleep meditation recording for you. So getting a good night's sleep is one of the best things you can do for your health, because sleep helps your body recover, it restores your energy. But for many of us, getting enough quality sleep can feel like a challenge. Stress, busy schedules, or just basically bad sleeping habits. So if you're struggling with sleep, I'm going to give you 5 simple tips that's going to help you get that better night's sleep, get that good night's rest, being able to relax and chill out. So it's all about creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Now, obviously, if you're suffering with anxiety and you're going to bed, your mind's whirring away, I know it's really difficult to get to sleep. So it's important to wind down. You need to give your body a signal that it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to sleep. So when you're constantly sort of rushing about, you're working, or you're staring at your screens, your phone or your iPads or telly, our brains can simply remain in a state of alertness. And we need to switch off that mental noise and allow our bodies to transition into this calm, this restful state. So one of the things you can do is set a consistent bedtime, because your body has this internal clock. It's the circadian rhythm, and it helps regulate sleep and wakefulness. So going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can help regulate this internal clock. So trying to stick to the same schedule, obviously you can't do it all the time, but sticking to some sort of same time at night, because this is going to keep your body in this regular rhythm. Okay, the blue light that's emitted by the phones and the tablets and your tellies and computers, that also interferes with your body's production of melatonin, and that's the hormone that helps you sleep. So to improve sleep, simply turn off your screens, okay? Try to do it at least 30 minutes to an hour before bedtime. So doing the same relaxing activities before bed can also help your body associate these actions with sleep. So taking a warm bath or a shower, drinking a cup of caffeine-free tea, practical deep breathing exercises, all these just little simple rituals help your body to relax. Just going to make it easier to fall asleep. So by creating some sort of consistent bedtime routine, it's telling your body it's time to sleep. It's sending that sleep signal to your brain. Now, the other thing that might help is the actual environment that you're sleeping in, your bedroom. So the ideal bedroom temperature for sleeping is about between sort of 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. So when your body temperature drops, it signals your brain that it's time to sleep. So a cool room is going to help with this. Now, if it's too warm, you're going to find yourself probably, tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable all the time. So light, let's have a quick look at that. It's another signal that tells our brains whether it's time to be awake or whether we should be asleep. So even small amounts of light can disrupt your sleep cycle. So you might want to put up blackout curtains to block any outside light. You might even want to wear a sleeping mask. That's going to help. And even if you need that little bit of light, use a dim night light or like one of those soft, warm toned lamps. Another thing that's going to help is noise reduction, because noise is obviously, it's going to wake you up or it's going to prevent you from falling asleep. So if you live in a noisy area, you might want to use earplugs, or you might want to play a sound while you're asleep. It could be a white noise, it could be meditations, sounds of wind and rain, anything like that. It's going to create a consistent, soothing sound, okay? And it's going to block out other noises. Anything, calming nature sounds will work. Rain, ocean waves, anything, okay? Mattresses. Investing in a good mattress and pillow It's going to help your posture, your overall comfort when you're in bed. Because if mattresses are like old and uncomfortable, it's going to disrupt that sleep. You're going to be tossing and turning again, okay? You need to be looking for a mattress that's going to provide that support, but still feels comfortable to you. And same goes for pillows. Very underestimated. Good pillow, make sure that supports your head and your neck, okay? It's going to help keep your spine aligned. It's going to give you that comfort that you need. Comfortable, quiet, and dark bedroom helps set this tone for a better night's sleep. It's going to make it easier for you just to fall asleep. So, eating and drinking before bed. Obviously, avoid caffeine. It's a stimulant. It's going to keep you awake. It's going to keep you alert. If you're drinking coffee or tea, it could be really affecting your sleep. So obviously avoiding it, and we're looking at sort of 4 hours before bedtime. So alcohol as well. Even some foods. Chocolate contains caffeine, so that's not going to help. It's worth being mindful of what you consume in the evening before bedtime. Eating a big meal right before bed, that's going to cause discomfort, indigestion, acid reflux. So making that's all going to make it harder to sleep. But if you're hungry before bed, to have something light, banana, some nuts, I don't know, whatever you want, but a bowl of yogurt, whatever it is, just a light snack, not light enough not to cause you any discomfort, but still provide you with some nutrients, okay? It's going to help you sleep. So again, touched on alcohol. It might make you feel sleepy, but it actually disrupts your sleep cycle. It can cause you to wake up more frequently during the night, and this is the thing. So your body needs this deep sleep. So if you drink alcohol, you're going to have to try and do this earlier in the evening and avoid using it as a sleeping aid, because it doesn't do it. Okay, stay hydrated. Water. Drinking enough water throughout the day is essential for overall health, obviously, but drinking too much right before bedtime can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night because you want to get up and use the loo. So avoiding this, stay hydrated during the day, limit how much water you're drinking in the evening, sort of an hour or two before bedtime. Okay, managing stress, relax your mind. One of the biggest culprits of poor sleep is anxiety, worrying about stuff, work or family, anything. It's going to keep your mind going and going on and on and on. And it's going to make it difficult to relax. It's going to make it impossible to fall asleep. So managing that stress, that anxiety, and finding those ways that you can use to help you relax is critical for a good night's sleep. So you can do deep breathing exercises before bedtime. You can do that while you're in bed. You can do progressive muscle relaxations, and there's meditations for that on my podcast. You can do journaling before bed, getting your worries out, writing it down on a piece of paper, getting it out of your mind. Or obviously meditations, brilliant for falling asleep too. Getting plenty of light in the daytime and physical activity. There's not a lot of people really associate this with sleep, but surprisingly what you do during the day can have a big impact on how well you sleep at night. Light exposure, physical activity, they all play important roles in regulating that sleep-wake cycle, okay? Be active during the day, okay? Up and about, walking, working, regular exercise. But you don't want to do any exercise too close to that bedtime, okay? It can actually leave you feeling more awake, right? So aim for at least kind of 30 minutes of moderate exercise each day, such as walking, swimming, exercising, and finish your workouts a few hours before bedtime. Avoid long naps. So short naps can be good for you. It can be refreshing. Long naps during the day will interfere with your ability to fall asleep at night. If you're feeling tired during the day, limit your naps to 20 or 30 minutes. Avoid napping in the late afternoon. You'll never get to sleep. So, yeah, those tips, if you use those, take what you can from them. if you're having trouble sleeping, have a listen to Sunday's meditation at night for deep sleep. Or you can go to fathomhypnotherapy.co.uk and you can download 3 free sleep meditations. One's for insomnia, one's for getting that deep night's sleep, and the other one's specifically for when you go to sleep but you wake up in the middle of the night and find you can't get back to sleep again. So you can have a look at those on the website. So thank you for listening, and I'll upload the podcast on Sunday morning. Bye bye.